climbing, along with other outdoor sports, are just not etched into the culture of Jamaica. They're not etched into the culture of people of color in general. Growing up, you just assume that those sports like hiking and climbing, those are white people things.
Welcome to my country, Jamaica, land we love.
Jamaica, I love you.
Peace, love, Jamaica.
Just live free.
All right,
My name is Kyle Leitner. I'm 24 years old and I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina. The furthest thing you think of when you think of Jamaica is outdoor sports. Jamaica is very much in its infancy when it comes to developing like a climbing community and developing roots. You always talk about the power of sports. It can inspire people to believe that they're worthy of being great. I think that climbing can be that similar thing. If I can help create an environment to where other people can be exposed to the thing that changed my life, it's hard to even fathom the amount of people that I could help inspire.
With his foundation, Climbing for a Change, what he's trying to do is basically what we're trying to do, right? It's not easy for everybody to access climbing, and now he wants to be a part of, breaking that barrier. So I think Kai is a perfect candidate to come to Jamaica.
If we can create some form of structure to help introduce the sport and sustainably grow it, then we can successfully grow the sport all around the world. I saw the vision and I wanted to be a part of it.
One love, Jamaica. Peace out.
Juan is probably single-handedly the most important person in building climbing in Jamaica. It needed a spark, and Juan was that spark.
My hair is fine. I look sexy. I remember flying in, seeing the Blue Mountains and getting really excited. I really never thought that Jamaica was such a mountainous island, but there's no actual climbing there, at least no information I could find. Luckily, the person that was doing my job before me put me in touch with Danny, who had already bolted the first 4 climbs in the island. The first weekend that I arrived, we went straight away to Discovery Bay, so I knew I was off to a good start. Discovery Bay presently has around 50 climbs spread out in 3 different areas of difficulties from 510 to 513. Pearl Spring is very beautiful. It's on top of the sea. You can see the turtles coming up to breathe. Tangle River is my favorite crag. It basically consists of 2 walls. Climbs in the taller wall are about 30 meters. The rock there, it's mainly pockets and tufas, so it's a very enjoyable style of climbing. Cane River is also a great location. The climbing is quite tricky, it's both technical and physical, and this place has still a lot of potential. I focused on developing these areas, but also kept on scouting for other areas at the same time. The next place I found was Camp Millbrooks, where we just recently put up the first climb. It's really impressive, like you say, full of tufas and just a big overhang. We're going to continue bolting, but something else needs to happen for more Jamaicans to get interested in the sport. Many Jamaicans have told me, oh, climbing is a white man thing, it's not for us. And I thought, well, why don't we bring a black athlete to come and show them that that's not true?
When you dedicate your entire life and being to something and then it's just over, there's just this huge feeling of like, now what? I won my first nationals when I was 10. I've won 12 national titles, won 6 Pan American titles. I won 5 youth world medals, including being world champion in 2014. I had a platform to give back to the community that gave me an outlet to be the person that I was today. By bringing climbing to other places globally, especially communities of color, we can create paths that help people realize their fullest potential. Juan took me out to learn how to bolt. He took me step by step. I've really never had an ambition to bolt. It took a lot for me to go from competitions, even going outside for the first time, and then going outside for the first time to feeling comfortable in the space and pushing my physical limits. When you bolt a route at a crag, you're not just creating a line for the community, but you're etching your name into the culture and history of the area.
Well done, man. I think you're ready now.
The bigger purpose behind it is really what convinced me to commit. It seems hard, it seems tiresome, it seems dirty and gross. All those things turned out to be true. Everything just left you in this state where you just felt like a dust mite. As I got the hang of things and as we bolted down, the process got quicker, everything felt seamless, and I was able to perfect how the line was going. In me bolting that route, I hope that I can leave behind something that people can resonate with and can help grow the sport on the island. I'm glad I was able to set something up that I think that everybody in the Jamaican community can appreciate.
Always you bolt with the hope that someone else is gonna come one day and try those routes and enjoy them too. And specifically, I wanted them to be Jamaicans who are climbing these routes.
I am experiencing a beauty from a different view of Jamaica, which involves something I enjoy doing. Because rock climbing isn't a thing in Jamaica. It's in its baby cocoon stage. Once you get more Jamaicans to be in climbing, you'll have Jamaicans in climbing.
We're going to Coral Spring.
Rock climbing is not for rich people, it's not for special people, it's for anybody who has a little interest in doing something new and different out of their comfort zone. Oh, this is maybe necessary. Get rid of some bush.
The first time I went climbing, it was overlooking the ocean and my heart was beating like a drum. And I was like, yeah, I really need to do this. Some people go through life wondering, what am I good at? I found out that I am good at rock climbing, so I just stuck to it. I may not have all the equipment, but it's the only sport that I find myself truly and honestly 100% interested in. 2, 3, 4 climbs, and the thing you used to be scared of, you're like facing it now. Yes, how do I maneuver through this? It helps you to kind of navigate through your problems. Whatever you use, you can be able to implement it in a probably your daily life afterwards. I feel more like a climber. You never feel like scared like the first time around. That's what it's all about anyways. Climbing and enjoying yourself. Relaxing.
I'm pretty excited to meet everybody that wants to be, a part of climbing here in Jamaica. I think the goal is to have fun and to make sure that everybody else is having fun.
Very, very excited.
Hi.
I'm flabbergasted.
I don't know how else I would climb if I didn't know about the community, if the community wasn't, around.
It's really cool to see people start from the ground and be so willing to work up regardless of what the access looks like for them.
It kind of just pushes you when you see other people surpassing their own limits, I want to see that community be built out in Jamaica. It's something that we need.
One of the dreams is for Jamaicans to realize the potential they have in their backyard. And many of them live next to amazing climbing areas. They just don't know it.
Yeah, so we're here with a special guest, Kai. He's here to basically sample what Jamaica has to offer where rock climbing is concerned.
Arriving at the crag and having Juan show me his project, I was a little bit intimidated by the process. When you're first ascending a route, you're willingly going into the unknown. Going into that process was a little scary. Once you visualize what's possible, once you see it right in front of you, it makes that goal a lot more attainable. Hopefully, by watching me climb and being able to establish a hardest route in Jamaica, I can inspire some people along the way to push the sport.
Nice one, bro.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you. No, it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Above all, I think the thing that would contribute the most to the development of climbing right now in the country is putting up a climbing wall.
I just think it's just more that there's not the availability to go to the climbs is maybe a little bit difficult for most people, yeah.
Jamaica climbing needs, I would say, gyms to just introduce people.
Building a climbing wall in the Jamaica National Stadium does so much for the validity of the sport on the island. When you build that wall in the same stadium as the greats of the sports, like Usain Bolt, like Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, all these greats, it automatically makes it something a lot more respected.
So we're just here at the National Stadium. We just arrived ready to take the final measurements. Yeah, everybody seems really excited for us to be here. So we're excited too. We hope we can start with the process.
It is very well known that Jamaican athletes are just strong. No matter what is in front of them, they can commit to it and achieve it no matter what. As long as we're able to create the infrastructure, give them the resources, give them the knowledge, we could see the next generation of amazing athletes.
Jamrock climbing wall in its commencement stages.
It's really inspiring and really gives me hope for the community moving forward, because I really think this wall is going to make a huge difference for people. This is just the beginning, seeing the community come together, make it happen. And I'm excited to see more people join the community over time.
If I can expose another pathway that can spark someone's interest and change someone's life, to me, that will make all the work that I do with Climbing for Change, all the work that we've done in Jamaica, worth it.